All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Also want to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of GMS that rule well and teach for and for giving us 100% truth. All right, this is going to be a quick video going into knowing majority of the times that you see Babylon in the scriptures. If it's talking about the fall of Babylon or destruction of Babylon, it's talking about modern day Babylon, which is America, and not ancient Babylon. All right. So I want to start at Isaiah 13, right? And just to get the subheading of what it's about. Let's see. So it says prophecies about Babylon. Okay. I'm going to show you that it's not talking about ancient Babylon, but it's talking about modern day Babylon, which is America today. Okay. Let's see. And as you see, Babylon will fall to the Medes, okay, which that did happen, right? Ancient Babylon did get taken over by the Medes, okay, but this is a future prophecy, right? And we're gonna get into that. Let's get Isaiah 13:17. It says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver. As for gold, they shall not delight in it." Okay, so this is talking about the Heavenly Father putting that spirit back into Russia. Okay, putting that evil spirit back into Russia to attack America. Okay, because Russia is one of the main players. Is going to be the ones that's going to take America down. Okay, and it says, "I'll stir up the Medes." Okay, it's not talking about the ancient. It's not talking about the Median and Persians. The Median Persian Empire is talking about Russia, because Russia occupies those lands. Okay, those lands were Japheth's land. Okay, but Russia occupies those lands now. Okay, so it says, "Which should not regard silver, and as for gold, they should not delight in it." Right. Okay, because when they shoot those missiles over, hold on, let me read down. It says, "Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare their children." Okay, and it's going into the missiles. All right, so when they shoot these missiles, they're not going to care about the children that's over here. Okay, because the Heavenly Father is gonna put that spirit on them to go ahead and shoot these other missiles. Okay, along with their allies, and not only with their allies, with American allies as well. Right, because they should hate the whore. Right. So dropping down to 19, it says, "And Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellently shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." Okay, so it's telling you that Babylon shall be as when Yahweh Bashian Shai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, right? And if you familiarize what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah, it was destroyed by fire, right? And let's get that real quick. And this is how we're going to show that this Babylon, a lot of times you see Babylon getting destroyed, it's not talking about ancient Babylon. So let's get Genesis 19:24. It says, "Then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire, okay, from the Lord out of heaven." Okay, so Sodom and Gomorrah, okay, it was destroyed by fire. Okay, so you got to understand that the Babylonians, in ancient Babylon, they were not thrown down like the ancient Sodom and Gomorrah by nuclear fire. Okay, that the Most High pretty much he calls it and fuse the elements together, okay, in heaven to rain down brimstone and fire, right? So when we go back to Isaiah 13:9, it says that, "In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of Chaldees, excellently shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." All right. So let's go get that account and how ancient Babylon get taken down. All right. Let's go back to Daniel 5 and 25. This is Daniel 5 and 25. And let's get this in the NLT. Okay, this is the message that was written. Mini Tiku Parzin. Hope I pronounced that right. This is what these words mean. Mini means number. The Most High has numbered the days of your reign and has brought it to an end. Tickle means weighed. You have been weighed on the balance and have not measured up. Pearson, hold on just a second, means divided. Your kingdom has been divided and given to the Medes and Persians. Then at Belshazzar commanded, Daniel was dressed in purple robes, a gold chain was hung around his neck, and he was proclaimed the third highest ruler in the kingdom. That very night Belshazzar, the Babylon king, was killed, and Darius the Mede took over the kingdom at the age of 62. Okay, so the Babylon fell that night. It was not burned with fire. Okay, and according to the scriptures, it says, let's go back to Isaiah 13. Go back to Isaiah 13. So right off the bat, we know that this could not be talking about ancient Babylon. Okay, because it said it shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and we know that it was by the nuclear fire. Okay, so this is talking about modern day Babylon, which is America, right? Because it also says that you read down verse 20, it says it should never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generations, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherd make their fold there, right? Because you still got people living in Babylon right now, because Babylon today is Iraq. Okay, so here it's saying that this Babylon is saying it should never be inhabited. Okay, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Okay, so it's not talking about ancient Babylon. Okay, it's talking about America, because when America gets destroyed, it's not going to be inhabited ever again. And this is what it's talking about. Okay, it says it should never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Right? So this is proving that it's not talking about ancient Babylon, okay, which is Iraq today, and you got people living there. Okay, so ancient Babylon was taken that same night. Okay, it never got burned with fire. Okay, and it's still inhabited today. All right, so this is a future prophecy talking about America. Okay, so now let's get Jeremiah 50 and 33. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus says Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Okay, so in the last days, okay, it's saying that the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. Okay, so you got to understand that, because when we go get the subheading of it, it says this: prophecy against Babylon. Okay, now let's jump down to 33 quick. So that's talking about Babylon. Okay, another future prophecy, right? So it says the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held fast. They refused to let them go. Okay, so the children of Israel, okay, the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah, the southern kingdom. Okay, you understand that both of these tribes, okay, both of these kingdoms, okay, the last time they were captives in captivity together was not in ancient Babylon. The only ones that went in captivity in ancient Babylon was the southern kingdom. Okay, the northern kingdom went in Assyrian captivity. Then they came over here to the Americas. Okay, they came here to the Americas, Okay. And then you had how you say it? You had the Southern Kingdom. Okay, after a while, they came over there to the Americas through the transatlantic slave trade. Okay, so that's what it's talking about. So the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go. Okay, so it's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about America. All right. Let's get Micah 4:10. All right, this is Micah 4:10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city. Okay, that city is Jerusalem, and thou shalt dwell in the field, which is Africa. Okay, so, and this is going into when the Southern Kingdom fled from Roman persecution. Okay, back in 770 A.D. Okay, they fled into Africa. Okay, and they dwelt in Africa for a time. Okay, and then it says, and thou shalt even go to Babylon. Okay, there shall thou be delivered. Okay, in ancient Babylon, the tribes, the Southern Kingdom was not delivered there. That we went straight into another captivity under the Median and Persian Empire. Okay, we wasn't delivered out of that out of ancient Babylon. Okay, so that's talking about Babylon in America. Okay, so it says, there shall thou be delivered, and there Yahweh shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies. Okay, let's get Zechariah 2:7. It says, we start at 6. This is Zechariah 2:6. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north. Okay, that land of the north is talking about America. It says Yahweh, for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heavens, says Yahweh Bashian Shai. Deliver thyself, O Zion. Okay, the Israelites that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Okay, the daughter of Babylon is America. Okay. So this is how we know that this is not talking about ancient Babylon. Okay, it's talking about America. All right. Let's get Jeremiah. 6:18. There we go. This is Jeremiah 3:18. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north. Okay? Because as we read in Jeremiah 50:33, Israel and Judah were impressed together. All right? So in those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for inheritance unto your fathers. All right? The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. All right? Let's get one more precept. Jeremiah 16:15. Okay, this is Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, says Yahweh, that it shall no more be said that Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands where he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their lands that I gave unto their fathers. Okay, because we were scattered. Okay, and the elect is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, Israel, but the ones that's going to be delivered is talking about the elect. All right, the elect consisting of the southern and northern tribes. Okay, so it's no more going to be talked about how the Heavenly Father delivered the Israelites us out of Egypt, but it's going to be when he deliver us out of this captivity in America. This is what's going to be talked about. Okay, because the great deliverance is going to come out the land of the north. All right, because that's where both of the tribes are at. Right, let's read that again. It says, but Yahweh Bashian Shai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, And from all the lands whether he had driven them, I will bring them again into their land that I give unto their fathers. All right. So just wanted to make a quick video knowing how to understand that a lot of these prophecies about Babylon is not talking about ancient Babylon. Okay. It's talking about America. All right. So I hope this video was edifying, and I want to say shalom.